Hello and welcome to round number 6 of my F1 Championship Edition career mode. Today we're at Spain. It's going to be unpleasant for everyone involved, and I'd like to apologise in advance. I don't want to be here. You guys probably don't want to be here. I didn't want to race this race. It's just going to be extremely unpleasant and depressing. I just really hope I don't lose my first driver promotion in one race. So we're out early in qualifying because, God help me, I need the practice. Yeah, as you can see, my top speed's not great for Spain, but also the corners aren't great either, and I wasn't comfortable at all. I wasn't happy. The AI are famously OP as hell at this track, as they are on most F1 games actually. I wasn't going into this with any optimism whatsoever. I didn't think I was going to even finish the race. If I finished the race, it would be a success. I went into Imola with that mentality, and I mean, everyone knows how that race went. It immediately wasn't great because as I started my lap, a Red Bull came out the pit and was pestering me the entire time. He couldn't just back off and leave me to it, which really was a waste of time for him because when he left me to it, I lost it at turn 9. Now, to those that are new to F1, that is not the ideal line. Speaking of not the ideal line, the final two corners I was also hating the existence of too. Through the penultimate corner, I run so wide that there's no point in me continuing this or the next lap, but we get through the final corner and we go a phenomenal P19. Honestly, I was impressed it wasn't last. We decided to continue on because we've only got one lap of fuel left and there's absolutely no time to come back to the... Never mind, we've cut turn 1 and that's the end of our qualifying. Oh, and we spun it as well. Why? You know what? Why not? Oh, we've been given a puncher. Thank you, Sauber. I really needed that. I'm now being abused by a Sauber. Thank you, Honda. The Hondas really enjoy hitting me, as do the Red Bulls. It's good to know that the AI really abide by the yellow flags and are really cautious when there's a car facing the wrong way on the racing line. Well, that went well. Honestly, better than I was expecting. Genuinely. Jesus fucking Christ. So at the end of qualifying, it's Fisichella taking the pole position with Montoya joining him alongside, with Championship leader Felipe Massa in P3. Once again, just being incredibly consistent, which is an experience I've never had on this game. Go on, throw it at me. What's your predictions for this one? Last time out, you guys were actually quite generous, so with more knowledge of how I am at tracks I hate, how do you think it's going to go? Let's find out. Lights out, and away we go. It's been a pretty decent start, but I'm going to reserve judgment for at least the end of Sector 1. We've had to arguably have some very illegal overtakes to get up into P14 into turn number 1. We put a wheel on the grass at turn number 1 and immediately we've gone down to 21st place. But, you know, we're positives. We're ahead of E-Day. I don't know how, but I'm going to take it. Thankfully we weren't immediately out of it. We weren't so far away that the race is basically over. Obviously, the talk of points or top 10s was just, it was pointless, you know, even bringing it up. But we were able to at least battle cars. We go on the outside of Sato at the hairpin, which was an absolutely outstanding move. That will most likely be the highlight of this race because I'm never doing anything like that ever again at this track. Next up is my new teammate Scott Speed as we come to the penultimate corner. Someone who I genuinely really need to beat because I fear if I lose to him I will lose number 1 status immediately. We can't get him into the final corner, and by the look of it, his speed is absolutely insane. No pun intended. I would never stoop that low to have such a shit joke like that. Well, I would, but that joke is so overdone that I can't bring myself to do it. But something I did learn early on at Spain, unlike most tracks, there's not really a corner where the player is overpowered. It's just all AI. There's not a single corner on this track that I thought, you know what, I'm good at this one. Into turn number 10, we very nearly go into the back of our teammate, almost damaging our wing. Not that at that speed it would have really cost us too much. But we're very much just stuck behind my teammate because I can't get a good run out of any of the corners, and we get stuck on him through the penultimate corner, and once again, you'll see through the final corner, I don't know how they do it. I don't understand the final corner, and even with Slipstream on the same car, we're under pressure from the Super... We're not even under pressure from the Super Aguri. He's absolutely demolished me in a straight line. Thank God it's not E-Day, but given the pace they had in qualifying, this car is just horrific. It's got to be... I really hope it's my setup. I hope it's not just the car. Oh, it's not the car. Did I have to do that now? I was in the middle of a ramble. Well, we're not going to come last. We're going to come at least 21st. Sorry, Sato. It should have been E-Day. Well, that more than ever has now put an end to our race. Now the important thing is that we finish. You know what? I've got the perfect radio for that.
Your teammate has a problem. Most important, you finish now.
God, I wish my teammate had an issue. I might actually be able to compete with him on pace at this track. So we come in for an extremely early stop, which means our tyres are going to be absolutely dead by the end, if we even get to the end. There's going to be a lot of spins, I imagine, because our tyres will be shot. We'll be fighting for nothing. We'll probably be getting lapped in about, oh, I don't know, 15 seconds. Things are going well. I'm having a great time. By lap number 6. Lap number 6 is when we got lapped. We have the runner behind us, and we don't want anything to do with him. We're going to go wide at the hairpin, and we're a lap down in record time. I'll be honest, I don't really know what else to say anymore. This is just going to be our race. We're probably not going to finish it. Not because we're going to crash out, but because we'll be so many laps down and we're not going to be classified. We're a minute off Coulthard, who has retired. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the race I was expecting from Spain, to be honest. Imola, I hate on a personal level. Spain, it's just the AI that you just cannot compete. Not to mention that I just... Was that button again? Was that button again? So, Button rear ends me into turn number 1 for the second race in a row. And then teammate Barrichello, as I was rejoining the track extremely safely, might I add, decides to finish the job and takes me out. Honestly, thank you, Honda. Thank you, Honda. I wanted nothing more. Felipe Massa takes yet another win at the Spanish Grand Prix, with Jenson Button completely undeserved, should have a penalty in P2, with Montoya claiming the final podium spot. If we stayed in the race, we would have been on for P17, hypothetically. To be honest, I don't care. I just hope I don't lose my first driver status. In the drivers, Massa now leads by 17 points over Montoya, with teammate Michael Schumacher 4 points behind him. And further down, annoyingly, we've lost out to Trulli for P9, but given my recent form, I honestly can't be too mad. That means once again Ferrari maintain a healthy lead at the top, and Toyota, frustratingly, have increased the gap to 4 points over Toro Rosso for P5. But don't worry, you're probably thinking that was an absolutely horrific race, and you're quite right. But next up, we're going to Monaco. Now you may think that means I'm going to inevitably bend it into the wall. Well, you've got to remember, I practiced Monaco for 4 days straight. All I'm saying is Toro Rosso have only ever won at races beginning with M.
Italy's other team, the little one, Toro Rosso, gets its moment in the sun.